Hello, this is Katie. Welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to just film a little bit of me working on my board game, which since I just can't come up with an idea that I want, is going to basically end up being Ghost Clue with those little ghost characters that you saw. So I got two pieces of 12 by 12 white. They had like a label on the edge, so I cut them to actual 12 by 12 from Michaels. And I used my tape runner to stick them together so it's just a little bit thicker. So it can act more like a board. And now I'm just drawing 1-inch lines, and I'm going to be going both ways so that we'll have a page full of squares. I had originally had them at a 1/2 inch, but it was going to be too small for the little ghost characters to even fit in a square, and I didn't think of that. So I erased every other one, and we're just going to go with 1 inch. So it'll be 12 by 12. And then I'm using my T-square ruler to hold it down at the top so I can draw these lines. Let's see. And I'm not wearing my ring just because I haven't been bothered to put it on this morning yet. So here I'm actually using a 6-inch ruler that I used with my bullet journaling in the past for a somewhat more accurate count. I don't fully trust the T-square ruler because of where the T grabs on the paper. So I'm just making sure this is exactly 12 across, and then I'm just marking every inch. And then I'm going to be drawing the lines again. So I'm just kind of dragging the pencil and doing long lines, obviously. But once I have all of these across the board and the ruler doesn't quite go to the bottom, you can see it's a little bit rounded at the edge. So if I'm erasing and drawing it straight, that's why. And then next I'm going to be erasing some of the lines of the squares to create rooms. I kind of want to stick with the same like number theme of Clue, and in Clue there are 9 rooms. So I'm going to make that work on this grid. And then I have 6 ghosts, which is, I believe, the 6 characters. I think that matches. And then I'm going to have an object. I'm going to be showing you what I have so far, or what I had decided before. At the end, I'll be showing you the objects that I had that kind of like match the room, but it's not going to be like who killed who in the room with what weapon. It's more like, I think I'll have to say like which ghost character, and I'll give them names. I'll have to name them on their cards. The Clue cards, obviously, but I will need to decide. I think it's going to be like who hid the blank item in what room. And there are items that relate to specific rooms, but they can be mixed up, like who put the cake in the library, you know, instead of the books or something like that. It'll be kind of silly and probably not make a lot of sense, but that's fine. It's essentially Clue. Sorry, my husband just got home. And so here I'm kind of deciding where the rooms will go and the different shapes, because I don't want them to just be like 9 squares all the way throughout. So I'm just kind of erasing like different shapes for each one. So I'll just label this for now room 1, and then decide what the next one will be. So I did the upper left and the upper right corners first, and just kind of made them, I think I made those 2 the same shape, and then I knew I was going to be doing a 2 in the middle, and so I just made that one a 2 by 6, and the start will be in the middle like normal Clue. It's like the staircase that comes up into the mansion or something. So they will start in the middle like normal, and they can leave from any square. And I'll probably just include like normal dice. I had made 1 die, but it was with the idea of a different game in mind. So I think with Clue, there might just be 1 die because there aren't that many squares on this board. And I think 1 through 6 should be enough of a roll. So we'll just borrow a die from another game. I'll show my progress as I work on this in these videos, but then I think for the 31 Days of October video hop that I'm doing, I am October 31st, and I will pre-schedule mine. I'm going to be probably like playing it, and I know that I think Clue works better with 3 people in the app, which I totally bought. You have to have a minimum of 3, even if you're playing against the computer. So I'm not sure how 2 will work out, but we'll see how that goes. So my last video of the month might be us playing this, me and my husband, because that's all we have. Maybe I could get him to like play 2 people, or I could play 2 people or something. But so these are the rooms. I knew I wanted to stick a 4 in there. And so I'm just turning this, and I end up labeling some of these. I have to come up with a couple more, but I end up turning that into like the pantry. That's going to be a food item or something. So I called the next one the kitchen. There's a potions room, because I do have a potion bottle I'm going to show you. There's going to be a library. I have a stack of books from a Harry Potter set. And then the main hall, I don't know what would go in there. Those are the characters that I'm going to be using. I have to die cut them out, and then I'm just going to die cut paper again. I can't spell aquarium, apparently. I'm going to die cut a few to like stack them up and make it like an actual piece, not just one piece of paper. And then there's a craft room, but then I have room number 2 and number 9, so I need to decide what those are going to be. And then I can start, designing or stamping. I'm going to be probably stamping items into the room. If I need to draw items, I'll probably just go over it in pencil. And then once I've got everything where I want it to be, I have a pen I can go over it with, if it isn't going to be just a stamp that I can color in. So those are the items. I have potions for the potions room, the fish for the aquarium, the envelope for the craft room. That cake can be the kitchen or something else. Anyway,